Hello everyone, this is the daily devotional video for January 28th, 2018. I almost said 2017, I'm still having a hard time with that. Our passage for today is in the book of 1 Kings, chapter 11, verses 1 through 7, which says, King Solomon, however, loved many foreign women besides Pharaoh's daughter. Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites, Sidonians, and Hittites. They were from nations about which the Lord had told the Israelites, "You must not intermarry with them, because they will surely turn your hearts after their gods." Nevertheless, Solomon held fast to them in love. He had 700 wives of royal birth and 300 concubines, and his wives led him astray. As Solomon grew old, his wives turned his heart after other gods, and his heart was not fully devoted to the Lord his God, as the heart of David his father had been. He followed Ashtoreth, the goddess of the Sidonians, and Moloch, the detestable god of the Ammonites. So Solomon did evil in the eyes of the Lord. He did not follow the Lord completely as David his father had done. On a hill east of Jerusalem, Solomon built a high place for Chemosh, the detestable god of Moab, and for Moloch, the detestable god of the Ammonites. The title for today's devotional is The Landmine of Compromise. Compromise is so insidious that people often do not even realize when they've stepped on this landmine. There are many instances of good compromise, like two opposing sides coming together through mutual conciliation. But if concessions mean that we believe or act unwisely, then we are in danger. Unfortunately, such unhealthy compromise leads to disappointment and ultimately to destruction. We do not fall into a life of compromise. Rather, we slide into it. Sorry. King Solomon is a perfect example of how a small compromise can lead to destruction. God clearly tells Solomon not to associate with other nations or make alliances with them. So although getting horses from Egypt seems innocent, it is actually a compromise. What's more, Solomon also makes an alliance and marries Pharaoh's daughter. Then he compromises further until he has hundreds of wives. Next, he allows others to worship idols, but soon he himself is involved in the practice too. He finally stoops so low as to build a high place for Moloch, the detestable idol of the sons of Ammon. That's from 1 Kings 11:7, whose worship was associated with child sacrifice. This is a horrible picture of the way compromise works. The principle is the same in our life. A little compromise can lead to complete ruin. People give in to pressure in many different areas: morals, godly principles, clothing style, or participation in gossip or flirtatious conversations. In tomorrow's devotional, we will look at the nature of compromise, as well as some reasons that people yield to it. We will also see the characteristics of a non-compromiser. It's so important that we are so careful who we allow to influence us. The world wants to influence us one way, and God is trying to influence us in His way. And that's why it's so important to really choose wisely the people who you allow to influence you. The people that are closest to you, the people that you trust the most. Really examine them, examine their hearts, examine their motives, examine their actions, and say, Because you want to have people who will influence you in a godly way and will push you toward God and want to see you get better in your walk with God. It's so important that you're really cautious about who you open yourself up to and who you're influenced by. It's easy to be influenced by the world and by modern society and all that stuff, but it's so important that we are aware of who and what influences us and in what way, because compromise is so dangerous to the life of a Christian. I love you guys so much. Have a blessed day and hope to see you back here again tomorrow.